Hello and welcome to Chewing the Fat. Yes, today I thought I wanted to do one more Chewing the Fat before the end of the year, because I've got a couple of things kind of connected that I want to get out there. I want to discuss on screen because they're going to greatly affect what happens to my channel and my collecting strategy next year, and I wanted to sit down and just explain things to you in a rational way that hopefully you'll understand what I'm about, where I'm coming from. Anyway, so there's two subjects I want to cover today, and some of the things I'm about to say may disappoint some of my regular subscribers, because the upshot of which might, I don't know, it might affect your viewing of the channel next year. But anyway, let's get on with it. Basically, the main focus of this Chewing the Fat is me. I want to discuss my Transformer buying strategy, and really I need to explain how I started. So I've probably mentioned it before, but I'm going to go over it again. May last year was when I started on my journey as becoming a Transformer collector. I'd been watching Transformer reviews on YouTube, do it for a while. And I wanted a piece of the action. Then the movie came out, and there was a particular toy in the new toy line that I liked the look of, and bish bash bosh, I'm a Transformers collector. When I started Transformer collecting, I wanted to build my collection up as quickly as possible, because a lot of the collectors I'd seen on YouTube have got huge collections of hundreds of Transformers and a massive great wall as a backdrop behind them when they did their videos, and I wanted to do that myself. But as I was just starting out, I only had one Transformer to my name, and I wanted to get as many Transformers as quickly as possible. So I adopted a strategy of unrestricted bot buying. What that means is I would go out of my way to attend as many bot buying places, meetings, events as possible, and buy as many bots at those places and events as possible with as much money as I could spare. That was basically the tactic. So I went to toy fairs, went to car boot sales, went on trips to the toy shops, did eBay, bought bots off the web shops like Kapow and Big Bad Toy Store, went to Auto Assembly and Roll Out Roll Call. I just went mad. And last year, in my first year, you could say, of being a Transformer collector, I collected 134 bots. Now this year I thought, right, I'm going to do 12 months unrestricted bot buying. I'm just going to go mad. I'm just going to buy as many bots as I possibly can. And that's what I've done. A full 12 months of unrestricted bot buying, and I've managed to pick up a further 273 bots this year, giving me a grand total of 407 in my collection. And when you look at the figures of the bots I've bought this month, I mean, like January I got 24, 35 in February, 19 in March, 9 in April, 21 in May, 22 in June, 16 in July, 41 in August because it was auto assembly, 25 in September, 32 in October, 11 in November, and 20 this month, December. So I've been going at it like a bull at a gate. But the last couple of months, the last 2-3 months, it's become apparent to me that this strategy just can't hold up. I can't continue buying bots at the volumes that I've been doing so. And the reason being is I'm running out of space to put the things. Quite simply, I've been buying any old bot, not just the bots that I want. I'm going to a place with a certain amount of money, and I've got to spend all that money on bots. And I will buy the bots that I want, and then I'll have some money left over, and I'll just buy, I've got to use this money up, so let's buy this, and this bot. And not necessarily because I particularly wanted that bot. I just bought them because they were there, and I had money to spend. Now, this strategy, I just cannot continue doing that. I mean, like I said, I've got 400 bots in my collection. Roughly about a third of my collection is on display. I mean, I've got my Decepticon shelves above me with about 70 odd bots on. I've got 70 odd, 60, 65 odd bots on my main Autobot shelf. I've got the big bot spot. I've got my windowsill, and that's it. So that's about a third of my collection. The rest of my bots are up in the loft. And the bots that I've bought this month, as soon as I've bought them, had a quick play with them, they've gone straight up into the loft. They're not on display. And also, I also collect the packaging. Any bot that I've bought that's got the packaging, I've kept it, I've retained it. Most people don't, I do. And so obviously I've got this big block in the middle of the floor that is just boxes and packets for Transformers. But basically, I'm running out of space in the loft because not only is my Transformer collection up in the loft, but my RC car collection is up in the loft, and that takes up roughly about a third of the loft space. And then I've got another area that's just my old junk. There's another area that's my household junk, and then there's another area that's just RC car spare parts. So the loft is pretty full, and I just can't afford to fill it up that much more. So with that in mind, I'm going to be changing my collecting strategy. As of January the 1st next year, instead of just buying any old bot I can, I'm going to concentrate on buying the bots, only the bots that I want. I'm going to figure out what bots I want, and I'm going to buy those bots specifically. I'm going to target those bots specifically and buy them. But also, this year I did a lot of stuff like, as part of my unrestricted bot buying, I went out of my way to buy bots. In other words, I went to lots of events, bot buying events, like car boot sales and Coventry toy hunts, toy fairs, stuff like that. I actually went out of my way to buy bots. Next year, I won't be doing that so much. In fact, I'll hardly be doing that at all. So I probably won't be doing any car boot sales next year. I might feel the need to go to the odd one or two, but for the most part, I won't be doing them. My monthly Coventry toy hunt, going to knock that on the head completely. I might, hear of some new range of Transformer toys that's out in the shop, so I might do the odd trip now and again, but I'm not going to go out of my way. I'm not going to do one every month. Toy fairs, I've done all 4 of the big NEC toy fairs this year, which is unheard of. So I might do the odd 1 or 2 next year. I'm not going to do all 4 of them. I'm still going to go to Rollout Roll Call and TF Nation, but I'm not going to be doing all these other little sort of localised events. What I am going to be doing instead is buying more stuff online, like eBay, and from the online web stores like TF Source, Big Bad Toy Store, Kapow, and all those other shops. So yeah, now the upshot of which is going to be, now this is the bit that's probably going to disappoint some of my regular viewers. I do these end of month bot haul videos. Well, I might not be doing those any longer. I might not be doing them next year. The reason being is because next year, because I'm changing my strategy, I won't be buying as many bots as I have been buying. So it won't really be worthwhile me doing a bot haul video at the end of the month. That's not to say I'm not going to stop doing them altogether. If I have a particularly good month where I get, like, say, 15, 20 bots, then yeah, I will probably do an end of month bot haul. But they're not going to be a regular thing like they have been on my channel this year. And this is the thing, this is part of the reason why the party faithful, the subscribers who watch my videos on a regular basis, they come to my channel to watch and they enjoy watching. And I'm sorry to disappoint people, but next year it probably won't be feasible for me to do that, because I probably just won't be buying enough bots to warrant doing a video at the end of the month. So I might be stopped doing that. And that's the real downer of what I wanted to talk about. I don't get many subscribers. Well, I've got about 140 subscribers at the moment, and I'm getting about a batting average of about 50, 60 views per video. So yeah, I'm doing okay, I suppose. I know there are other people who do not doing quite as well as what I am, and I don't think I'm that good, to be honest. I'm a load of rubbish, me. But anyway, that is the crux of what I wanted to discuss here in this particular Chewing the Fat. That I've had it good. I've had a really good run this year, but I've got to slow down. I've got to reel it in and really hunker down and just buy the stuff that I really want. Now, Another thing I want to discuss is these things. Now, Korean transforming robot toys, right? Tobots, Hello Carbot. Now, as you've probably noticed, I bought a few of these things this year. I've got 6 Carbots in total. I've got 4 big ones like this. I've got one of the micro ones and one of the mini ones. Now, I really got into watching Hello Carbot's cartoon show on YouTube. It's a Korean cartoon show with transforming robots. They made a toy line. The toys are, quite frankly, amazing and fabulous. They're not perfect. They don't have, you know, I mean, obviously she's got 5 swivels, but she hasn't got any bicep swivels. No waist swivel. They're lacking, you know, those extra articulation joints which make proper Transformer toys that much more articulate. But on the whole, they're well made, good quality plastic, loaded with ratchet joints. They're bright, they're colourful. They've got a lot going for them. They're big. These are like masterpiece scale bots, bigger than leader class. They're huge. And I'm into my car bots, but I've also been watching the Tobots series, and all the Tobot episodes are online. There's like 17 seasons, 18, 19 seasons of it. It's all in Korean. I can't understand it. I don't speak Korean. There's no dubs or subs of the show. I think Tobot, they did a couple of episodes. They did the first couple of series with an English dub, but you can't watch them if you live in the UK because it's got a territorial lockout on the episodes. You have to live in America before you can watch them, which is stupid. But anyway, I've been watching Tobots and I decided I wanted to buy into the Tobot line. Now, next year, I'm going to be buying more stuff like this. And more stuff like this. And a lot more besides. I've decided I'm going to buy into these Korean transforming robot toy lines. Now, I've already well established on Carbots. And I'm getting a hankering for Tobots. But there are other lines as well I've seen that I want toys from. Biclons, for instance. Now, they don't actually transform into vehicles. They have these beasts which combine into huge, great gestalts. I want to try those, get a few of those. And then there's another line which is a bit more basic called Robot Train, which is, it's not Thomas the Tank Engine, but it's basically these trains. It's more like a cross between cars and trains. You know, Thomas the Tank Engine. The trains, they're like stylistic sort of, you know, sort of modern trains, but they have big faces on the front and they spring arms and legs and walk around, and I really like that. And they have done a toy line for that, and I want to get some of those as well. And there's a few other Korean transforming toy lines that I've noticed. Turning Mech Card, for instance. They mostly do these little car things, which when you drive along and they hit this car, they have a little magnetic plate in them and they spring open into some sort of creature or a robot. They're doing sort of big transforming versions of the figures, and they look kind of interesting. And there's some that turns into robots, some turn into these big mechanical dragons and falcons, and they look amazing as well. I might be buying into those. So next year, I'm going to be doing a lot of that. I'm going to be buying a lot more Korean-based transforming robot toys. And most of the reviews that I do next year will be this Korean transforming robot toy stuff. I will still be doing the odd, you know, proper Transformer review, but I'm largely going to be concentrating on this stuff. So that's the other thing that may or may not upset my viewers. Because I'm not going to have my monthly bot haul video really as a regular thing coming from my channel, so I've got to fill my channel up with something else, and this is it. So I'm going to be buying a couple of these every month and reviewing them, and that is going to be largely what my channel does next year. So yeah, that's it. I've got it off my chest. The stuff I wanted to put out there and explain to you guys as to what's going to be happening. I hope you're not too put out by what I've said. Some people might like what I'm doing. Some people will agree with my comments, others won't. I might lose some subscribers because of this, and if I do, then bye. You know, sorry to see you go, but needs must as the devil drives, and I just cannot afford to just buy bots willy-nilly anymore. I've got to focus on buying the stuff that I really want, and I really want more of this. So that is it. That is this chewing the fat for now. I've been, like I said, I've been chewing over this for the last couple of months. I've really wanted to put a video out to explain what's going to be happening, and I thought, well, I've got to do it before the end of the year, and December the 29th, it's sort of before the end of the year, and it's just seemed like a good time to do it. So yeah, that is it. That's the last chewing the fat this year. A couple of videos, obviously, in the next couple of days. I'm going to be doing my TF15 of 2015 video, and I'm going to be doing my final end of year bot haul. And I went to the NEC Toy Fair the other day, and I got a good haul. I got some good stuff in it, and well, you'll see them when they're on screen in a couple of days' time. So that's me signing off. Ta-da.